All right, so this is another sort of a rules question. This is from Andrew. If you're playing a course that has elevated baskets and when putting, your disc lands on top of the hole or
Doesn't
top of
count.
the basket, it doesn't count. But what happens? Would it be considered a stroke if the basket is higher than 2 meters?
Only if the tournament plays 2-meter rule,
True.
and not many play that because it's a silly rule.
Right. So just in case you're new to disc golf and don't know what the 2 meter rule is, it's a rule that typically the TD will put in place. And what it means is if your disc, typically it's for trees. If your disc lands in a tree and the tree branch or whatever is higher than 2 meters, then you get a stroke. Most people
Silly
do
rule.
not like that rule. And what you
Terrible rule.
simply do is you look where your disc landed and you just do kind of a straight line to the ground. And that's where you place your lie and that's where you throw from.
I actually don't know that answer.
I would
feel like
assume that's what would be, but I don't
I mean,
know
if
for
you
sure.
think if you got a hanging you got your hanging baskets or so, or the elevated baskets, and it sits on top of it.
I'll tell you what, it would definitely there would be a provisional and there would be a discussion with the TD afterward for sure.
And it would have to be
It's-
one of those TD decisions.
That's not in the rule book.
Because a 2-meter rule, it doesn't just say only if you're 2 meters in a tree, correct? The
Yeah, no, it
2-meter
does
rule
not
is stuck.
specify that.
Yeah, it just
it
says
doesn't
2 meters.
specify what.
So
why?
And-
Go ahead.
I had not on a basket, but similar thing happened this past year in Santa Cruz. They had a bunch of trees fall,
Mm-hmm.
and they're big trees out there, huge. And one fell, and Val landed on the top of roots of the tree. So the tree was outrooted. Is that
Uprooted.
uprooted?
Oh.
Thank you.
Uprooted.
Uprooted, and she was on the top of the tree. It was over 2 meters. So she played it both ways, but the tree was technically dead, so she didn't have to play it that way. But
Wow.
yeah, I mean, crazy stuff like that happens. But our rule book can't have every single what
Can't
ifs
have
in
every
there.
scenario.
So
Yeah, there's no way to have
provisional.
Yeah. So why is the 2 meter rule one of those things that just people just ugh?
it's a
It's-
TD discretion.
It's a double penalty. To me, I think it's silly.
Because your shot's in the tree, and now you're going to stroke me again because I hit the tree.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean that. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't. I mean, if you hit a hill a certain way, you never know which way the disc is going to roll.
True.
So it's like, well, I hit a tree. How come mine stuck, but somebody else's happened to fall out?
And
you know.
also, chances are, if your disc got stuck in a tree, it's a thick tree.
Yeah.
So you're already taking
It's
that
not
lie
gonna be a
straight
good
down.
lie.
You're probably scrambling.
Yeah.